Welcome to the Growth Mindset Institute Mindset Profiler platform. This is a demo for administrative users of the system. And we'll start with locating the URL, which is profiler.growthmindsetinstitute.org /en/login. That will take you to the sign-in page. Enter your credentials over here. You can choose to remember those if you'd like. And then you can click Login. This will take you to the dashboard, which is the first screen you see. And this is a summary of the account. All the actions that you take will be contained over here in the left-hand panel. So this is the dashboard, which takes you back to this home page, the company management page, user management, survey management, token management. And those are the main things that you'll be using as an administrator. As an administrator, you may also create sub-companies. You can think of those as teams. Any group of surveys that you want to aggregate together should be created as a sub-company. You have other ways of sorting that data, but one way is to create a new company. So if we look here, this is how you change companies. So I'm logged in as the demo company admin, and I also have rights to demo company 2. You can add as many admins as you'd like to an account. So this will change my view. So I'm now on the GMI demo company 2 account, which is a sub account of the master account. So as you create new accounts, this list will change and you'll be able to move to manage different companies and issue and assign tokens from them. I'll change back to the master account now. To create a company, you simply click on company management, create company. Your parent company is the same. So we're currently logged into GMI demo company, and so it automatically selects that parent for us. If we want to do GMI demo company 3, in this instance, we would simply type that in. You need to put in an address. In this case, I'll just use a fictitious address. Now, as you create companies, you have a lot of options. If the user requires access to the report, this should be turned on. You can override these when you assign a token, but these will be the defaults. If you want the user to get a copy of their assignment email, then this should be set to yes, which it defaults. For the most part, you want everything to default as it's set up here. If you don't want the admin yourself or another admin to receive a copy of the report, change this to no, and we'll do that now. Invoicing should not be enabled. And now we need to select an admin address. This is the person that will get all the administrative emails. So it can be your own address. In this case, I'll choose the same one that I've used for the demo company. This is where you can control the text for the email that the user will receive when you assign them a survey. If you put nothing in this, it will send the default email message, which will give people their username, their password, their token ID, and allow them to complete the survey. If you want to specify that as a specific email customized to your organization, you can simply enter that text here. You will need to make sure that most of these are included as IDs, particularly name, username, password, token ID, the login link, and the company name are critical to enable the person to be able to complete the survey. This is the initial consent text. Again, it will default to the current version. This can change if, for example, when they read the terms and conditions, this defines things like whether someone will have access to the report or not. So when they click accept, whatever's in this text box is what they're accepting before completing the survey. We can select an existing user, and then I assign that user privileges. So if it's a sub-admin, the only thing I recommend you turn off is purchasing profilers. Now we can create this sub-account by clicking submit. Now, if we go to the company again, we'll see a new company has been added. So this could be sales, operations, any department or group that you have. So that explains how to manage and create companies. The next thing you can do is manage users. And really, when you manage users, you only want to do that to reset someone's password or to delete someone off the system. So here, this company currently only has one user, and it's a demo account. You won't need to do too much about user management, and I'll show you why in a moment. We'll go to manage tokens, which is the screen as an admin you will spend the most time on. So when you purchase tokens, we will add them to your master account. This is the GMI demo company, which is the main account. And you can see we have one survey completed here. And if you want to view that survey, you can click on this icon. That enables you to review the result. You can then choose to print that result. If you click on email, it will send it to the email of whoever the user is logged in as. So in this case, it'll send it to the demo company email address, not to the individual who completed the report. If you choose to print it, it will save it for you as a PDF, and you simply need to tell it where to store that PDF on your computer. And here's the preview of what the report's going to look like when it's printed. So let's go back to manage tokens. Anything you want to do when you're on a specific screen is controlled through this menu. So you have the option to manage tokens, purchase tokens, assign tokens, or bulk assign tokens. You may also assign a token by clicking on the plus sign here. This takes you to the token assign page, which is the page you'll spend most of your time on. You can select an existing user, or you can choose to create a new user. In this case, I'm going to say demo user 2. And I will send it to this account, which currently exists. And that will automatically fill that in. So we can delete this. So you have the choice of either doing an existing user or entering a new address, which will be what you do most often, is assigning a new survey to a new user. And the only mandatory fields are first name, last name, and the email address. These other fields are there for you to be able to sort reports by. So if you want to group people together, you can give them a team ID, a common team ID. The other way to do it is through making them a company or a team name and assign them from that profile. It may be simpler for you just to use team IDs, date of birth, country, city, state. All of those things are non-mandatory, but if you feel like they would help you in terms of organizing the data, then fill in as many fields as you would like. This is set to yes because that was the default. If you don't want the company admin or you want to override that to get a copy of the report, then change that field. And at this point, you can add additional recipients, and we're ready to assign this token. And you'll see up here, this is a token ID that's pulled from one of the 10 tokens that we've assigned to this company. When you assign a token to a user, this is the email that they will get. So it'll have their name, whatever you put in that, the company name that you've sent it from, their email address. They'll be given a password. They'll be given a link to complete the survey, and they'll need to cut and paste this into the portal in order to commence the survey. And you can see this came from John at Growth Mindset Institute. So that's what the user will receive in their inbox. Once they complete a report, this is the email that they will receive, and the report is attached. So they have a copy of the report in their email. If the admin was ticked to receive a copy of the report, this email would have been sent to the admin as well. So those are the only two emails the user should get unless you reset their password. So that's token management and assigning tokens. Remember, you can also assign tokens from here. So it'll take you to the exact same place, and you can see this is now assigned. It'll take you to the exact same screen, and you can assign the token that way. Let's go back to token management and see some options. So you'll see the status of the tokens here. So in this case, this person has completed the survey. In this case, it's been issued, but they haven't completed it or started it. And these tokens have not been issued. So there are 8 tokens available to be issued at this point, and 2 have been used. If you want to reassign this token because the person decided not to complete it, this is where you would do that. Yeah, so if you click on this, it'll allow you to send that same token to another user, and you can reuse it. You can also delete surveys and delete tokens. You can sort by status. So if you wanted to see all of those people who have been issued and haven't completed the survey, that's often useful just to send reminders out to people. Then you can filter by issued. Now let's talk about bulk assigning tokens for a moment. To bulk assign a group of tokens, you download the sample spreadsheet, and that will download into your file. So this gives you all the tokens that are available to be issued. You then need to enter the first name, last name, and email address of the people you want to assign the tokens to. You then save that file, and you can add any other things you want. The report reminder date can be helpful. Usually I set that kind of a week after the surveys have been issued. So that will send people that haven't completed the survey a reminder of the report. You can also do that when you assign a token individually. So this is the bulk assigned spreadsheet. Once you complete this, if you haven't used all the tokens, simply delete the lines that you don't want to use. All right, we save that, see what happens. So the next thing we would do is choose to upload that spreadsheet. Choose a file. Okay, this was the file that we used. Open and detach that file. It now appears here in to confirm that you've attached it correctly. Then you click upload, and that will upload all of the tokens that you've assigned and automatically send out emails to every participant. So if you have a lot of tokens to issue, I usually do it when there are 10 or more. I prefer to use this because it's a little faster. So you hit upload, and then it will tell you at the end how many have been successfully uploaded. If there's an error in the spreadsheet for some reason, like an email address is invalid, it'll stop processing at that line. You can go fix the error, delete the other lines that have been successful, and then upload that spreadsheet and start again to upload the remainder. So we're back at the token management. The other thing you need to think about is when you want to transfer tokens. So if I want to issue tokens from one of the demo companies, I sign up for myself. You see I have 8 tokens available at the master demo company, and there are no tokens for the sub companies that have been created. So I will take them from this company and assign them 2 tokens to GMI demo company 2. And this needs to be filled out to ensure you're transferring the right type of token. Okay. Now you'll see that we have 8 tokens here. If I change views to demo company 2, they now have 2 tokens. And you can assign those tokens using this function, and they'll come from this company and be grouped under that company. You can remove tokens from a company through the same process. So you simply go up here, company tokens again, and we want to take them away from company 2. We want to take 2 tokens back and assign those to demo company. So they're back at the master account. Again, the only reason for creating companies is when you want to group results together. Now, the reason for grouping results together is if you want to pull a team report. So you want to see that entire company report, you can click on this button here next to the company, and it will download a copy of the report for you. This is what will be downloaded for every user who's completed a survey within that company. So their name, first name, survey name, and surname. If you completed these fields, they will be populated, the date it was assigned, the date it was completed. And this is the score and the result they got for each of the 8 fixed mindset triggers here. And so each person will have a row, and you'll be able to see their results. You can then do some manipulation, add the raw scores to start to understand, what the strongest trigger might be for a team. Okay, that takes us back to the system. And that's really all the functionality you need to remember. Let's move off of this company now, back to the master company. So today we've covered the dashboard, how to create and manage companies, how to move between companies that you were able to manage, user management. If we click on this, here's where we can edit a user, or we can change the password. So if you click on this, it'll change the password, and they'll get an email with their new password. We've learned about token management. Remember, all the actions are up here, but if you simply want to assign a token or view a report, you can do it from the home page for token management. And that's really all the functionality you'll need. I wish you all the luck. If you need any support in using the profiler, please email us at info@growthmindsetinstitute.org. Thank you.